Howdy everyone, Runt9 here, and welcome back to Runt9 Plays Battletech. I screwed up the beginning of the last two recordings, but fortunately you haven't missed much. We have dropped into this mission, and I've just started positioning things. Nothing else has happened, no combat has happened, you haven't missed a thing, just sprinting around. So we just positioned our mechs in this area, and we've got 3 enemy mechs visible. I think we're going to start pushing our Vulcan around this side to kind of operate in a bit of a flanking position. It looks like we've got 3 lights so far, all with half armor. Man, these 1.5 skulls got easier, apparently. So if that's going to be the case, then we are going to have to deal with either high evasion or sensor locking to drop some evasion pips or something along those lines. But we should still be okay. My curiosity is 1.5 skull base destruction makes me think either there's going to be another round of reinforcements or there might be one medium. But we'll kind of just have to wait and see. So we can start sneaking our Vulcan around pretty easily. That's a radiation field. You kind of want to avoid that. I mean, our best case scenario here would be to go in on the fire starter. Because especially on Lunar, which is where we're at, we are only sinking at 65% capacity. 1 second. Give me just 1 second. Had a DoorDash order for Emmy. Let me let her know her stuff is here. I let her know. Don't worry, guys. She'll get her food. So here we could get in a full round of shots on the Locust, but actually, what if we do a jump in? That would be in proper range. We would completely forget the medium laser exists. We are center facing, so this will work just fine. Yeah, forget the medium laser and just shoot the side of the Locust as hard as you can. Head hit pilot injured, and we got some structure exposed, so I mean, it would be great to kill it by headshot, but... So, from this perspective, our highest accuracy is probably going to be the AC-5s, but... I mean, I think at this point, you probably just move the Centurion into a little bit more of that mid-range position, and then just sensor lock this Locust. Because I think even bothering to fire anything is going to be a bad idea. And again, this is what I was talking about when we were building this, is you can see the heat buildup is there, for sure. But, I mean, we could fire one medium laser to drop an evasion pip, or just sensor lock it. And I think sensor locking it's going to be the better option, because maybe we can get at least one decent shot off. Our Vindicator is definitely, like, the big damage dealer, especially if we can get in there with the small laser. So all the medium lasers have a pretty solid chance to hit. We are right facing. So I think I'm okay going about like that. It'll kind of center face this Locust, right facing to everyone else. I think we drop the SRMs and the 55% medium laser. Just do a little bit of heat management, but we're still hitting for 120 if all of them hit. We did get, I think, 2 shots in there we're able to land. Which, I mean, you take what you can get. And now it's down to 1 evasion pip. I think we want to jump our blackjack up to... I don't know about putting it up there. It may actually be better to move it backwards. No, that does put us at long range. We do have to be a little bit more careful about our positioning with the blackjack because we're using AC-5s instead of AC-2s. If we go up here, I think that may still be safe. I'm just checking the percentages. That just barely puts us in long range, and that's obstructed. So we'll take this jump. We are center facing, so just kind of keep it fairly even across the spread here. And then take our 265% shots here. Well, the UAC-5 hit, the AC-5 missed. But that still meant 90 damage to the face from a really solid long-range shot. Now, unfortunately, we spent a lot of effort trying to kill the Locust and didn't get there, but it happens. We don't have a ton of firepower. And we also don't have a great ability to deal with kind of the difficulty that comes with... Hold on. Let's bring this train back for a second. We don't have a good way of dealing with the evasion charges right now. That's where I was going with that from the beginning, and we just kind of messed that up. So I think this is where you just send your Vulcan in to get a stomp out there. And we're going to want to bleed some heat. So drop the lasers, use the machine guns just in case. There's so much stuff exposed that if we didn't kill it there, we would at least get some crits with the machine gun. And I couldn't care less about the machine gun ammo. Like, don't even worry about it. It's not a thing. Okay, so next priority target, easily the fire starter. We do have another locust up there. So basically we got 4 lights right here. We need to get the blackjack out of trouble, because it took a shot to the right arm, which if our blackjack is taking damage, we're doing it wrong. Like, straight up, that's just the way it be. So we need to go in pretty hard on the fire starter here. I think that our best case scenario is going to be to just jump as far back as possible while still being in range. And I think that the blackjack is still our ideal first shooter here, especially if we go precision strike. I think now might even be the time for that. Go straight for CT on this. Only one of the 3 shots landed, but I think that still stripped CT armor away. No, we got left torso, which is still fine. Now I think we send... Well, the thing is, like, if we really wanted to go for it, we could send the Vindicator in behind, but heat management's going to be a little bit rough if we try to play that way. Right facing seems fine. So I think that with these percentages, I'd like to drop a couple medium lasers, go for the SRMs. Let's put as much firepower in this volley as possible. It looks like that's going to be our best case scenario. We could turn off the small and get another medium in there. That would be 5 more damage, but I like the higher percent chance on the small laser here. Honestly, I will use another precision strike. Go for the right torso. And you can see, like, that was just a good chunk of damage. A little bit of stability damage, not much, since we're mostly using lasers there. Yes, Commander. And then with our Centurion, go right facing, you know, kind of stay right with the Locust as well. And then now, we still don't have a very good percent chance to hit because, you know, target move, target size, and unfortunately we are just out of range as well. Honestly, think you turn the lasers off, but take the SRMs. You know, 45% chance to hit a piece is still good enough for me. So we didn't get the kill, but it did lose a little bit of weaponry. Yeah, Lunar is definitely a little bit more difficult for this team, because heat efficiency is not the name of the game with what we've got going on. But as long as they stay away from our blackjack, that's good. And it appears that that is what they have decided to do. We do get 1 hit off before it's able to go. So I think this is where you just send the Vulcan in on, not a suicide mission, but on a mission to nuke it from orbit. So get in there, no precision strike needed. Just take everything that you got. Honestly, throw the medium laser in there as well. Give it everything she's got, Captain. So we destroyed a leg and a torso. It's knocked down, which will bump it down another initiative. So we'll be able to kill it this turn pretty easily and then just start focusing in on the Locusts. At this point, it's down to 29 on CT. Our Vindicator has some pretty high heat issues right now, so just go ahead and stomp the fire starter, save yourself some heat. Boom, CT destroyed. Moving on. Should drop a little bit of heat here as well. Although apparently I kept the small laser on there. Not that we needed to, but not that big of a deal, but it would have been nice to drop that down. So at this point, we can either try to get in here with the SRMs, or we could sensor lock it and give our blackjack a better chance of just absolutely destroying it, since it has its back turned to our blackjack. And I do think that we're going to want to try to move back if at all possible. We can move back here and still stay in range. UAC 5 does have a higher recoil penalty. That is something to keep in mind. So we are going to want someone with good recoil mitigation in our Blackjack. Because you can see here, refire is a +4, which is still pretty rough. But what I think we're going to do is a little bit of that. A little bit of called shot, and there's 3 shots to the back. Get the kill. 1 hit KO. I mean, it wasn't a 1-hit KO because it wasn't 1 shot. It was 3 shots, but, you know, don't get bogged down in the details. I know I tell you guys that all the time, but don't get bogged down in the details. Making sure that, like, all the recording stuff is working, because that's some issues. Honestly, the best thing to strip evasion pips with is actually going to be the Vulcan. I almost made a big mistake there. So send the Vulcan in on a fun mission to do a bunch of damage. I think this is probably the best place to put it. So we obviously want... Oh, that's the... That's not the Vulcan. Oops. So turn off 2 medium lasers and then just pop it. Yeah, that was... That's not the Vulcan, as it turns out. That's the Vindicator, who definitely should not have been jumping. So at this point, just murder it with all of the different mechs. It should be very dead. Not quite dead, but... I mean, legitimately, like, the pilot injury may kill it. We may just flat incapacitate it. That puts us in range for everything. I may just go a full SRM volley here, but... why not throw everything at it just to make sure? Yeah, I love having 3 SRM6s on a single mech. Like, it does some really good work. So again, I am expecting reinforcements. That's something that I would be surprised if there's not reinforcements. Also, base defense turrets, something that we are going to have to worry about. We may even want to start sending our Vulcan kind of around the side a little bit. And we're hoping that the turrets split their fire up. Our Blackjack cannot get in range to shoot any of the turrets. And it's going to be the main... Our Blackjack is definitely the main way that we're going to deal with turrets because of the range that we're able to leverage. So here... I mean, we need to move in on a turret. We're not going to get there. If we jump, we get a little bit closer, but honestly, just like... I know this seems kind of dumb, but just sprint up there. Get closer, because we're going to be in range no matter what. Light laser turrets are not the worst thing in the world. So again, I think just start sprinting, because at least that way we get some evasion built up. And it gets us closer to the turrets a little bit faster. So I think sprint down here and then be ready to jump up the side of the mountain and just start going ham on some of these turrets.
Barely hit, Commander.
The light laser turrets aren't too bad. That's what I was afraid of, is if there's multiple LRM turrets, those can really strip away the armor. And you gotta be a little careful with them. So, Blackjack can get there, which would be some long-range shots on the laser turret, but they're still shots. I think you take what you're given. Got a little bit of heat stacking up, which is surprising, but you do kind of have to deal with that when you're on Lunar. You know, only 65% of your normal heat sink does make a difference. We can move here, and it looks like we would be able to get a shot, but we actually can't. Oh, I think because it's like kind of sort of out of range. But I'd rather jump just to get the extra evasion, and then we definitely don't need all of that. It has 45 armor plus 7, so just give me 2 SRM volleys. And as long as every missile hits, yeah, it was a pretty easy kill there.
Turret destroyed.
And we've got an LRM turret back there. It'd be nice to be able to jump in range for that. It doesn't look like we can. So honestly, just start moving up and start blasting buildings. We are right facing, so keep the right towards that turret. We're doing okay on armor. We don't want to take too much, though. So kill the easiest buildings to kill first, and that's going to be just load up some medium lasers, and that's 125 plus 48. If everything hits, that will kill that building.
I'm reading heavy damage to an enemy structure. Bring it down.
It did not quite make it there. Alright, Vulcan, you can jump so far. Yes, go murder that turret, please. Light LRM turret, yeah, 2 LRM-10s. Not a huge problem, but still a problem. Please make it disappear. Good stuff. You love to see it. So there's only 1 turret left, and, you know, it's not that big of a deal. It would be nice if we could get in there, but it doesn't look like we can, so honestly, just move up and keep blasting. It's a bit of a waste, but just use a medium laser to kill it. Probably should fire 2, just in case one of them misses. But, you know, felt confident enough that that would work. So, can we get YouTube in a position to shoot the other turret? Doesn't look like we can. So literally just get in there and fire at a building. There's a 175er, but that's kind of a bad shot. So yeah, just take this one on the 275er. Good damage is good damage, no matter how you cut it. Where you are right now, you can shoot that one and obviously have overheating issues. 185, I mean, there's no rush. There's no time limit to this, as long as the buildings fall.
Awaiting orders.
Vulcan, I mean, just start cranking away on any of these, really. Just go stand in here, and then we won't need to jump again for a while. Sure, start on that building and just get ticking.
Target confirmed.
These are some buildings with some HP, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so this gets into a decent range. This has 95 HP left. You only need to land all 3. There was 1 miss in there, so we're gonna need another medium laser only. Honestly, attack that and just fire your SRMs. Like that'll do the trick. Only needed 1 to hit, and that's the lowest heat that we could have possibly done for that. I mean, other than moving in for the small laser, but who cares? So, you are a medium military building. I mean, a full volley would be kind of nice, just to make things a little bit easier. We should be doing the math here on how much it's actually going to take, because, like, our full alpha was not 175, it was actually 170. Alright, Vulcan, this building is still all you. Only a little bit of heat generated there, and just keep cranking away. We probably could work on some of the smaller ones, like the mediums, but this part, honestly, like, I know this is going to sound kind of dumb, but I find this part kind of boring. It's like, I've already won. You're not going to send any more enemies at us, so why am I forced to do this? Like, maybe now that we've killed half of them, they're going to send some reinforcements? No? Not? Okay. Maybe if we go kill the other defense turret? Like, I'll go in here and kill the light laser turret if I have to. We can only fire 1 SRM volley at it. Freaking lunar, dude. It literally has, like, yeah, 4 HP. Alright, well, we can't get in there, so just move up and use your SRMs to kill that building. So the light laser turret is actually going to be able to hit him, but I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, Vulcan, you start working on literally anything. 275, 200. Yeah, start working on the 200. 75 less damage you have to do. I mean, our Vulcan doesn't do a ton of damage. I mean, a large part of its benefit is flanking rear shots and adding melee into the mix.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
So now we should be able to finish this turret off. Literally just need 1 SRM volley. So fire. There you go. So now everything's dead, but we still have to kill the buildings, right?
That turret is gone.
Okay. Yeah, it's the little things like that that I'm like, I can see where this is going to get a little bit annoying in Battletech long term. Turn the AC5 off. I guess we can only really fire the UAC5 at this point just because of heat sinking being a little bit more difficult. Move up, not that it necessarily matters. I mean, honestly, just... Sure. You two can focus down this building. How many lasers can we turn on? All of them? All of them. Let's go.
Yes, Commander.
And then the Vulcan can just shoot at this one again? Sure, why not? Turn the medium laser back on, too. So we only need to destroy 2 more buildings, so... Centurion, move here, shoot there. You need... I mean, go ahead and fire 2 SRM volleys in case you have some misses in there. And then down here, we'll use the Vulcan first, and then the Blackjack if there are scraps to clean up.
Moving out. Target confirmed.
And dead. Perfect. So this should be the end of the mission, right? Yes. Okay, so that one was another 1.5 skull where they sent 4 lights with half armor at us. I don't know exactly why that is, because that just seems too easy. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I am also, like, kind of sort of complaining. Only 1 salvage? I mean, unless there's any pluses in here, which there's not. Just give me the fire starter, because I think that sells more than a locust. Looks like we got some more locust parts. Because, I mean, it's basically like, if it's a mech that I don't care about, whatever, we're going to sell it anyways. So we're at kind of a weird spot, you know, 21 minutes in, where we don't have time to start another mission, but it also feels a little bit early to end the episode. We don't really have anything to do, though, so except do more missions. So I think we will probably end things off here. I'm getting pretty hungry. I should probably go ahead and order some food and, you know, get that taken care of. We are back up above a point where we can support another month's worth of stuff. I'm pretty tired. I think that this is a good end to my recording. We're leaving things off at a point where it's basically just pick up some contracts and go. I can easily do that on Saturday. So I'm in a good spot. I feel good about this. We're going to have some 2 skull stuff for sure. But I'm interested to see how we can get by. But that's gonna do it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, the single best thing you can do to support the channel is clicking the like button. That sends a message to YouTube that says, hey, other people might like this video, and it's a heck of a lot less awkward than recommending it straight to your friends. In addition, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more neat stuff like this in the future. And check out twitch.tv/Runt9plays, streaming 5 days a week, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, Wednesday through Sunday. I'd love to see you there. And there's a link tree in the description for links to @Runt9plays on Twitter and our community Discord. Make sure you check that out as well. But until the next episode, I'm Runt9. I'll see you later.